let's talk about grind. It'll be fun, I promise, he said with the most sarcastic face. Oh, and no, this is not about the Grinder app. I could only wish it was, at least then someone would get some love. So the grind, or more precisely, money grinding in Elite Dangerous. Many commanders have complained about this aspect of the game being the worst thing. So you just can't but to help and wonder, maybe there's something to it. Well, personally, I found this true to myself very early on. So run for the hills, old man TheYamiks is about to tell a story. I'll try to be as short as I can. So we start a few weeks or months after the release and I get the game. Surprised how unique and different the game is from anything I've played before, I fall in love with it. Well, sort of. I started out by just doing some missions from mission boards and relatively soon managed to get Adder as my second ship and Cobra 3 as my third one. With Cobra I learned that resource extraction sites are great at earning money, and so thanks to that I managed to acquire Vulture to further my grinding game. Still, I had fun doing it all. After getting Vulture, things quickly turned. I kept earning money, but all the upgrades as well as ships were priced so high, resource extraction pay was just not enough. Next ship I wanted to get was either Python or FDL, but they cost 10 times as much. And that's not counting upgrades. I realized that the way I'm doing things just won't work. But what else is there? Missions? Sorry, no. With my ranks I get very low paying missions, and though combat zones were viable at the time, with my poor Vulture I was not nearly strong or durable enough to survive or earn kills quickly enough. I remember thinking at the time, okay, well, I'll get Python outfitted well and then finally go exploring and try out other things that I haven't tried yet. You know, actually checking out everything the game has to offer. The thought that I'll one day be done and finally could do whatever I want kept me playing for a while. But after a while I realized that the way I'm going, I'll be done in about 6 months at best, and that's just too much. So I actually stopped playing for a while. My dreams crushed. Not to mention the fact that I really wanted to see what devs had created for the game, you know? Actually enjoying the game and all the hard work artists, writers and programmers had made for us. But it was not meant to be, because to even do a portion of that you need money, ranks, ships and whatever else. Of course I did pop in the game from time to time, but the feeling that I had wasted my money on buying this game started setting in. Oh, and at the time Powerplay came out and that did not help things. There's just no way I can enjoy the game if the bottom line of doing anything is just to grind. Oh, and again I repeat, no, it's not like lesbian grinding. It's more like using sandpaper for toilet paper. Now, to me, it's actually funny how at the time I did not realize how similar Elite was to Planside 2, a game I was both playing and making videos about, a free-to-play game where grinding is par for the course. When it comes to Elite Dangerous, honestly to this day I can't really put my finger on it why devs created the game with free-to-play mentality in mind, which for a premium game, a game you have to buy first, I remind you, is appalling, despicable and looks like a complete mess from a design perspective. But okay, I could just go and say, meh, I got my billion by doing this run, so what everyone else must do is just get good. No, I refuse to have this fuck you got mine attitude. See, I restarted making Elite videos after I did my Sotis runs, and I got pleasantly surprised that someone out there actually enjoyed my content. Still, even for a small content creator like myself, it just crushes me every time I see a comment on my videos pop up asking what is the best way to make money. These comments remind me that there are a lot of people struggling with this grinding bullshit as I once did, and I weep every time I can't help them, because devs figured that missions or whatever else shouldn't be giving this much money, so nerf hammer away to the piggy bank's balls. I vividly remembered my feeling after getting that billion from Sotis runs, the realization that I can finally stop worrying about grinding money and enjoy the game, try out something new, visit something new, see or experience something incredible that devs had made, and would have never been seen or done if not for the allegedly called exploit. Fuck, especially my ship review series would not exist if I hadn't done Sotis runs, and now the current Quincy money making thing is probably not gonna last long. It's depressing thinking that devs actually have this idea that we have to keep grinding money if we want to fully experience the game. I have this sneaking suspicion that the grind is employed everywhere, be that Powerplay with its disgusting merit grind where you lose progress every week, The aforementioned money grinding, or the newest RNG's material grind for NGs, just to keep player retention high, i.e. keep players playing longer. This honestly is a horrible way of accomplishing it, you know. Remember when I said at one point that I left the game? That happened after like 6 months of playing. So put it plainly, the grind was repellent instead. What attracted me to the game was things you can do in it, but if you lock it off, the fuck do you think's gonna happen? What I would like to see is more accessible games so fun can be had. Yes, progression is a nice thing to have in game, but do not confuse it with grinding. That's only good in small portions, if you're not a free-to-play game. And one more thing, there are plenty of commanders satisfied with small and cheap ships refusing to grind because that would ruin their enjoyment, and I absolutely see reasoning behind it. But if you're denying that the grind is there or that it's not that bad, sorry, it doesn't change the fact that there are 3 big ships that are all locked behind insane amount of money, plus 2 of them are gated off by additional rank system. Now, I know everyone has their own opinion on the matter, so do let me know down below what you think. Though I might not reply on every comment, I do read them all. Oh, and the last thing I want to say about the topic is simple. Grinding can be fun if given in right doses. But what we got here is just not right.